Batch. Should we just make a stream where we just talk about Star Wars stuff?
Honestly, may as well, because I do have my stream open now. It should be going live in a second.
Yeah, I should probably get a fucking notification on my phone.
No, it's on my YouTube. This is, so I should probably send you a link.
All right.
Actually, you got my YouTube. Just go there. I'm actually not too sure what the link actually is for that.
Hold on. I head on Opera GX.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go off and start logging coins into Numista. So, yeah.
Your
Oh, yeah.
Defensive Idiot is live.
Yeah. Just logging my coins into Numista. Oh, I can hear myself through my phone.
Oh my god.
Sorry? What's the matter, Troy? Troy, you here? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I've basically muted your.
Yeah, same thing I've done.
Feed, but I'm watching it.
Yeah, oh, I've got two viewers now. All right, that's not too bad. I'm just gonna go off and text it into a group chat just so people can watch, just if they want to.
Yeah, just. Jesus fucking Christ. Platinum Jubilee.
Yeah, you're getting a 4-day bank holiday, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna be at work, but.
Sorry?
I'm still gonna be at work, but. Oh well.
I thought you would get the day off. Oh, yeah, because you're a healthcare worker.
If I have a day off, someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
But no, I have episode 5. But no, me and Jake sat there and I made him watch all 5 episodes of Bad Batch.
Yeah, but what do you think about it then?
As a whole, or do you want me to focus on an episode?
I'd say just go as a whole for now, because it's a bit easier.
I like it.
Mm.
That's not just because I'm a big Star Wars nerd. I like it. I like it's like a series or a show.
Yeah.
But,
all right. So I'm gonna actually go off and have my stream on, so I can just see my stream chat just on my phone. You know.
Yeah.
Just like if anyone does say something, I don't miss it. All right.
But
Alrighty. So let's now go off and go on to Numista. I'm just gonna start logging coins in whilst we just keep chatting. Yeah, let's go. Keep going, mate.
But no, it's a case of like if you enjoyed the Clone Wars, you'd enjoy this. It's pretty much what you'd get out of Clone Wars, but almost stylized different. I understand the scale is completely different as well. Like if you watch any episode of the Clone Wars, I started watching it all again from episode 1, season 1. So
yeah.
But essentially, it's like I'm trying to think now.
Well,
you basically, it's fine to watch by itself. It's good if you've watched season 7.
I feel like season 7's a massive benefit to it personally, because I feel like with season 7, you sort of like already sort of kinda, know the characters in a sense. Like you already have like a taste of them.
Even if you didn't watch it, Bad Batch is perfectly okay. You basically get to know who all the characters are straight away.
Yeah.
Even if you don't watch season 7, and I think that's perfectly good writing. Says that the characters are all memorable enough that if you jump into this one, like I did, pretty much with whatever I watched season 7, which I'll one day get around to, because I remember I'm starting from the beginning again.
Yeah. I did that before Bad Batch came out, mate. It took me like a week to get through all of it, and I was just sitting there at my computer like most of the day, like quite a few times. You know what I mean?
But yeah, you don't need to necessarily.
You can skip a lot of the episodes, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's that droid arc. Ugh. Anyway,
mate, I just skipped it. I just removed it from memory. That one.
apparently George Lucas's favorite arc.
I just hope that he was memeing, but knowing George, he actually isn't.
But no, no, like
That's a bit too far back.
I know why they had to make episode 1 way longer. I've got 4 minutes of episode 5 to watch apparently, but I think it's all just credits.
Yeah, the credits are like the credits are quite a long one. They are.
Yeah, because they've got some extra things to put in, like all the different languages.
Yeah, they've got like
essentially.
They've got like I think it's what is it? 3 to 4 minutes worth of credits typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, episode 5 was the same length as episode 4.
Sorry?
Episode 4 and 5 were the same length.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Right, hang on. I've got 1952 here. Which one's this? Perthmin, 1 dot after Australia. Do I have a dot after my Australia? No, I do not. So I've got a regular 1952. All right, keep going. Sorry. I'm just going off and making sure I log my points, man.
I'm trying to think, like, because of course I do ratings and reviews of things because I'm bored and I like to do that. I'm not going to give the Bad Batch a full rating until it's all out.
Yeah, I agree, mate. That makes a lot of sense.
And that'd be done. Although I do like to do pre-reviews of things, just so I've got like a basis to work off of when I do a full one.
Yeah.
So I'll often write a pre-review. For example, I'm still reviewing If My Heart Had Wings. My Discord profile picture is a sad reminder of what I've had to put myself through.
I'm pretty certain your Discord thing isn't actually that.
No.
I'm looking at your Discord profile picture right now. That says something completely different.
All right, I'm going to show you the full quote.
All right, the stream can't see it, but yeah.
The stream doesn't want to see it. But where is it? It's not in light shots. Where did I put it? Not in screenshots.
So I just got to take a quick cough. Hang on, to mute my mic. All right, I'm back.
Oh, there it is. I've just named this image degradation.
Why?
That's the full quote.
Now, let me take a look. Why though? That's all I can say about it is just why though.
I don't know. I don't know why the only reason I'm reviewing this game is there's a lot to unpack, and it's actually quite fun to write a full review of this game. Believe it or not, I've had to put myself through some pretty degrading things. And again, it's everything online for the review. Currently, it's not looking
so mine has a KM 25.2 because mine has a shoulder strap. Okay, so that would be the 56. It's not a proof. It would be 1956. No, this one's 0.2. Yeah. All right, continue, mate.
Yeah, essentially, my review of If My Heart Had Wings it's coming to a close. I'm doing the final route right now, which I've been told it's the most emotionally charged route. But currently, my view on this is kind of I don't like it.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Too much sex, and it makes no sense.
I don't want to go off topic here, but like that is just every Netflix show at this point. Like, you know,
I've put over 50 hours into this game because reviewing it. So
yeah,
but essentially, most of these routes are really good, and some of them ain't.
Yeah,
like the first route I did was good. The second route was okay. The third and fourth routes I did were painful, and I really wish I hadn't have done them. I had to. And this final one, I'm kind of on. By the time I finished it, I reckon it'll be really good. But right now, it's kind of I don't think it's going to get a high overall rate, and I can't actually get any.
Oh, hang on, there's a guy in chat. Hi, Seal. How you doing, mate? Sorry, I just missed the chat there. Nice to see you in chat, man.
I should really keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry. If you do see something in chat, though, do give me a heads up because I am a bit blind at times. You know what I'm like.
I've got like a tab open here so I can see it.
Yeah. I got my phone off to my side because I don't want to show that on the screen. So it'll be a bit, odd to look at yourself.
In 4 years' time, please buy our book.
Mate, we're never going to get that thing published. You know what we're like.
I'll get it published. I'll sort.
Troy, do you remember what we said? By the end of this month, we've got to have finished these 3 chapters. We've written half a chapter and a paragraph.
Well, the thing about that is...
The thing about that is that we're just pretty cringe.
Yeah.
Right, so
also, I've added automated security drones.
Ah, nice. Well, because you're working on your chapter, I'm working on my chapter. We'll figure it out in the future.
Yo, who's this?
All right, now, mate, you know what I've got to do.
Well, hello, welcome, Fail Gaming.
Oh, hey, Tao, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you in chat. Just, once again, just here logging my coins into Numista. Just having a chat with one of my mates as well. We're chatting about just all sorts, really. Nice to see you in chat. But
if you want review,
mate.
I'd probably have the review done.
Yeah, you probably would have the review done before we finish the book.
Oh yeah, to be fair, what was I reviewing? I was reviewing each episode. The sad thing about doing an individual episode review, though, is you have to go through each episode again and basically pause it every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So essentially, I turned like episode 1 of Bad Batch. I like doubled its length from 75 minutes.
Well, to be fair, though, I'm happy to go off and sit and watch Bad Batch, again.
I've watched it again, basically.
Yeah.
Also, I figured out why they switched to Omega's arm and which arm the bow was holding.
Yeah.
And it's down to basically an act. I think it's just like, when you suddenly realize you've done something and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And they've had to try and fix it as fast as possible. Because she puts it on her left arm first, and that's where she's got her attack the comms thing, isn't it?
Yeah, she's got a comm link there, doesn't she?
So can you imagine the guys who animate that go, wait a minute, why would she have both of those on the same arm? It's like, well, we've already
True, yeah, makes sense, yeah.
So they've had to quickly switch over. So it makes sense if you were like me and you looked into it, but if you watched it, you think,
Well, the thing is that I didn't notice it when they actually switched arms, so that's pretty good, I suppose. It was pretty smooth.
Oh yeah, it was quite smooth. But there is, of course, logical explanations how they managed to.
Yeah, of course.
Switch it, but the Rancor being Jabba's Rancor was a really cool touch.
Yeah, I actually really do like that. Just like, Bib, mate. Like, not to give Mandalorian spoilers, but he's gained some. He gained some back there.
Yeah, true. But no, I thought that was really cool. Episode 5 was really cool. I think it was really funny.
I really liked episode 5. Personally, I preferred it over, the previous episodes, except episode 1.
Oh.
I just can't find this column Numista. Hang on. I'm looking for the 50 cent third. Oh, there it is. I scrolled past it. Sorry. All right, keep going.
FDP.
Fiddly-P. Got it.
FDP. Nice one. But yeah, I preferred it over 3 and 4. 3 and 4 just felt like a bridge between. 2 was I like 2.
This is
1
really
and 2
cool.
were really good.
Dude, I'm scrolling through.
Yeah, 1
and 2
see my
really
stream?
Good.
3. Yes.
Dude, look at this. They've got a Lord of the Rings set of like 50 cent coins in New Zealand.
Yo.
Dude, I've got to go buy that off of eBay as soon as I can.
No, just message Kiwi.
Yeah, just message Kiwi in it. Just, yo, bro, can you go to the ATM?
Oh, that's fucking Sauron one. Look at that.
Yeah, mate. Like, I'm not sure where in the stream you are, but they've got like all of them there. It's so cool. So I'm not exactly sure where the stream is, to be honest. I'm not really looking at it too much.
I do believe it's a little bit behind.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit of a delay. I'm just not too sure what the delay is. Because if you turn the sound on, you'll hear it yourself. Please don't turn the sound on. Please don't.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the dollar coin that I've got here. I've got the little kiwi on it. It's the New Zealand... Ah, there it is. The little aluminium bronze one. You'll see it in a sec on the stream. It's a bit delayed, of course. But yeah, I got the whole brilliant uncirculated set. It's got just the 5, 10, 20, 50 dollar and $2 coin in it. It's really cool. Yeah, alright, that's been logged in, right? Yeah. Alright, just gotta go down now and find the last one, which is the $2 coin. Oh, New Zealand's got some pretty dank coins, mate. Oh, mate. They got more Lord of the Ring ones. Troy? You'll see this in a sec on the stream, right? They got one here. Dark Lord's Tower of the Eye, 2003. Non-circulating coins. A silver one, apparently. But that is something that I want. Oh, I really want that. I'm going to get so distracted by just all these nice, like, limited edition coins that they have. Oh, that's a bit too far. That's $5. I've got to go back a bit. Oh, God. But yeah. Bad Batch is good. No questions asked, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, like, saying anything against that. It's just super good.
Like, to be fair, though, there are a few complaints that can be had with especially the 3rd and 4th episode, but, you know.
Yeah, they're decent episodes, just...
Like, to be fair, though, right, they're better than the sequels.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather watch, like, those 2 episodes on loop for a day than watch sequels on loop for a day.
Oh,
like, I gotta say this, right? But can Daisy Ridley close her lips? Is that possible?
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Please.
But yeah, like, the thing is, I noticed that after someone pointed it out to me, and I've not been able to unsee that, you know what I mean? I don't know for Malaya. Okay.
But no, I quite liked watching. Even rewatching it, I was like pleasantly surprised at it. And even getting like Jake to watch it was quite fun.
Yeah. Actually, what does Jake think of it, like, as an overall?
I think he liked it.
That's good. Keep him off of R34.
Yeah, well, remember what we found.
Yeah, let's not talk about that on stream. That is cursed. Oh, mate, that was cursed.
I'm gonna rewatch episode 5 now just for a meme.
Yeah. You know they're right. Episode 5, I gotta say, they made Omega really likable in that.
Oh yeah. Although she was kind of likable for all of the episodes, this one solidified it, so that was nice.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, in episode 4, I was kind of just looking at her like, are you actually retarded? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like yeah, like when you go to the shop with your parents, and then you go wander off, and you just don't ever come back. That's what it's like, isn't it? It's like getting lost in a Tesco's. Hello? Troy?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. What are you doing, mate?
I was just taking a look on the that tier list thing.
Oh, they got a Star Wars character tier list or something, I presume?
No, basically it's that one. Remember the one I was trying to put all our characters on? I was talking about all those like Cthulhu Mythos gods and Omni-Man and everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at the absolute bottom level, the infinite simul one.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of SCPs here.
That's cool. But yeah, I'm just doing this little stream here. Just 'cause I think it'll be a bit fun to go off and just have it, and I can look back at it, and it'll just be a bit of content to have on the channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's not coin related, I am logging coins, but we're just here talking about Star Wars, aren't we?
Pretty much.
I should really make a Star Wars channel. That'll be fun. What do you think? Should I do that?
Yes.
Well, it's settled then. I'll do that in the future. Well, that'll be weird because like content like what I'm doing right now will straddle the line. You know what I mean? Hello, Troy.
Yeah. So I'm still reading a ton of these.
Yeah. But I'll say it's like the content that I'm doing right now will really straddle the line because it's just like, is it Star Wars? Is it coins? Is it both mixed together?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, Seal. Yeah, Seal just said that New Zealand has Lord of the Ring coins because that's where it was filmed. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, most likely. But it's just really cool because both of us here really like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, that type of thing. So for us to see that, I think that's just pretty cool for both of us. Don't you think, Troy?
Yeah.
God damn it! I gotta find somewhere from Ceylon. Is there another name for Ceylon? Ceylon. Okay. Let's just try and use Google for this. Let's just Google golf and bring it up. Oh, okay. They go by the name Sri Lanka on here. All right. So I'm just going to go off and save this one then, because this is the one I have, right? Yes, 1940. 1 cent. Yeah, got a little tree on it. Yeah, that's the correct one. 1940. Oh, not proof. No, normal. It's a very fine, not an extremely fine, so it's not that good, but it's decent. No damage at least.
I still like how in tier 9 the A10 Thunderbolt is here.
What is, sorry?
The A10 Thunderbolt.
Alright. Apparently, dude, I gotta find a coin now. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to look for.
The AH-63 Apache.
Yeah.
Ahsoka is here in tier 9.
I guess how. Yeah, I'm Seal. Yeah, I'm aware that it's like the same name, but the thing is, like, with Ceylon, it's just a name that I'm more familiar with because Sri Lanka, I sort of think as like the independent version. So for me, it's just a bit odd to go off and think about like them as the same thing. I suppose it's like that to say. I don't know. It's just a bit odd thinking of it like that for me. But yeah.
Apparently all guns are in Superhuman too.
Did you?
Yeah.
I gotta find the 10 cents. That's probably all at the front here because it took me to page 5 for some reason. Wait, no, I'm actually stupid. Page 5 is where I need to be. I just gotta keep scrolling down. Oh god, I'm not used to this website. By the end of what?
Sadly, guys, Ahsoka is 17 at the end of the Clone Wars.
Oh, Ahsoka's 17, is she?
Yes.
I thought she was a bit older by then. Is she not?
Well, it is. So I'm just looking at General Grievous now because apparently, what's the durability? Large town level, planet level.
Oh, press the wrong button, as always. Why am I so bad at typing? Yeah, alright, so that is the correct one. I just need to find it on... Bruh. No, that's not the right one. No, I'm looking for the 1962 one.
I like how overpowered Grievous is.
Okay, I found it. All right.
Except he does have some weaknesses.
Yeah, like not be able to use the force. That's a pretty
His vital organs have not undergone.
beta move.
Yeah, he's arrogant and fails to accommodate for factors outside of his control when he has the upper hand. And of course, there's natural breathing issues.
He's just got asthma.
Oh, he's lost against Son Goku.
What on the
Anakin
power
Skywalker.
scale?
Yeah, it basically it's like this thread of people basically trying to explain.
Yeah.
So basically, essentially, a lot of people who have high knowledge of the people during the battle will essentially
Keep going.
essentially discuss who might win, and then after all, like the information has been given, they'll vote on who they think would win.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, hold on, I've got to try.
That's the wrong portrait. I've got to get the second portrait I think I've got. Alrighty, where are you? Nope, I don't want fourth portrait. I want second portrait. There you go. God, you know what, mate?
Yeah.
I've been sat here for so long, and I've not even finished logging like one small box of my collection yet.
F.
F in the chat, boys. Alright. That looks like a very fine. Details are all here. Yeah, that'll be it. Alright, now, Troy, on to everyone's favourite, Fiji.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know what the best thing is about with Fiji? I actually have a Fiji threepence. Troy.
Oh, I forgot all the fucking Smite characters in Smite.
Well, the Smite character's quite high up by any chance.
They're all in the same tier, which is tier 2.
Oh, that's cool.
Azura for Fire Emblem. Is it? Wait, what? You telling me Aya Shemura can't pass a phone?
Nice.
Are you kidding me? Toho characters in tier 2? Let's go.
Is this a nice thing or is this a bad thing?
Oh, this is good. This is the world's greatest reporter.
But honest. That's just minor damage to some.
Random crow woman fucking could beat anyone.
Who? Who's sorry, Can you say it again?
This is Aya Shamimaru, who is the fastest reporter ever known.
Nice.
Pro Tengu Yokai.
Yokai Watch. There you go. I know something.
No.
Is that the correct reference? Are we going for Yokai Watch?
No.
Bruh, the one time I think I get one of your references and I'm still wrong.
At least in her 20s. No, I'm pretty sure Rainbow's not in her 20s because we were never told how old she is.
Who?
Because Zun will never tell us how old she is.
Oh, I gotta go to Exopneumonia. I got like an Exopneumonia coin here from New Zealand. Okay, I might just do it here. Got a little bit of Exopneumonia here. Gotta find it on Numista. Who do I have? I got Wayne Shelford. There you go. Nope, that's the wrong one. Alrighty. Gotta save a bit of Exopneumonia. Let's go. Yeah, keep going, Troy.
I do like how we've had about 18 Toho games, and one of the strong we've had OP gods, we've had yokai with hacks powers, we've had mythical beings,
Yeah.
and one of the toughest bosses is a university student.
Is it what?
And a professor, a university professor who throws crosses at you.
So you got some sort of extra religious guy as your best fighting character.
No, Yumemi is essentially just some random woman from the real world who traveled through dimensions and ends up being like the toughest boss fight. Mainly due to the fact that what's the word? Oh yeah, the AI cheats.
Bruh. Anyways, I just switched to my second box of coins, and I'm onto the old British coins, mate. Should I start from the smallest to largest, or should I just go from oldest to newest? What do you think?
Go whichever way you want to go. I'm just going for all the Toho characters.
Yeah, you go through your characters. I'll just go look at these. Oh, yeah, I'll start with my Victorian ones. You know what? I don't have many. Remember, you were there with me when we bought them.
Yes. Oh yeah, Junko.
Remember we bought those coins together in bloody hell, where was it? We bought them in the antique shop. I'm not gonna dox you yet. Troy.
Yeah.
Remember we bought them in the antique shop?
Yes.
The one up by the castle.
Yeah.
Alright, got some United Kingdom up here. Alright. Mate, I'm upset. I just saw a bunch of Anglo-Saxon ones. Now I just want Anglo-Saxon ones. Troy, can you go get Anglo-Saxon coins?
Let's go.
I've got a metal detector. Can we go, please?
I saw some bloke with a metal detector on Dyke's Field.
Sorry, say it again.
I saw some bloke on Dyke's Field with a metal detector.
Oh, that's cool. To be fair, they might find some stuff there actually, because they're. You know what I do want to do? I want to go to the the demolished jam factory. That site. That'd be a good place to go metal detecting. That would. I bet you find quite a few things there. Probably just some old coinage and just a bit of old scrap. Well, that'd be cool. All right, so now I'm looking at the. Okay.
Oh, good news, Luke.
Yeah.
I found all the different forms of immortality according to the tier list.
Nice.
Which essentially means now we can properly dictate just how immortal the characters are.
Nice. All right, I'm going to be back in a few seconds. You entertain the stream. I'm going to go look for a box I've got because there's some other British coins I want to put in here, but they're in a separate box. Give me a second.
Yep.
You just go chat with the stream, I guess. All right, yeah.
There's no one here.
Yeah, I know, but just chat. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm back. Just gonna put my headphones on. Hang on. Hello. Yeah, I'm back with a bunch of pennies. I am.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got a
Currently,
massive handful of pennies. I had in like a separate box. Well, are there any farthings in here? So I might do the farthings first. Nope, they're all pennies. Okay. But yeah, you were saying, mate?
I'm just going through all the different factors that contribute to someone's tier.
Yeah.
Which is attack potency, speed, lifting strength, striking strength, durability, stamina, range, equipment and intelligence.
Hmm. Actually, sorry, my brain's just going back to Star Wars again, so I'm really just into the Star Wars thing we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Oh god, you know what I gotta say, right?
Yeah.
They did such a good job with just the entire Mandalore arc back in season 7.
Oh yes.
I loved how they did Order 66.
Yes.
Like, I honestly think that's like, it's tragic and heartbreaking, but that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was really good and well done. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, like, have you seen any other Star Wars content recently, or just that, really?
Uh, no, only Mandalorian and Bad Batch recently.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's been good, though. Like, Mandalorian's good. Bad Batch is good. There's not really too much to say about Bad Batch or Mandalorian, other than they're good, because they're nothing outstanding, I'd say. What do you think about that?
I think they're just good.
Yeah.
But personally, like I can't really say for certain until I finish my proper reviews.
True, because the whole thing's not out yet, so we can't give definitive opinions.
But
yeah.
No, I'm currently trying to put together a certain. I'm currently trying to put together kind of character file for Anna, so I can actually finally sort out what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
Because honestly, she's the main character, and we don't have anything for her. So I'm gonna do everything I know.
Yeah. I was thinking of just doing it after we finished her general thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
No, I was
we'll
thinking
see.
about. No, I just wanted to make her a character based off of this versus battle thing.
Yeah.
That's what classification. Incredibly dangerous type red reality bending object. Stopped by random bloke.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to go off and stop looking at my stream for a sec. I want to set something up to make sure it saves. Hang on.
Powers and abilities. What are her?
Alright, so it's still running. Alright. I'm just going to make sure everything's going smooth. Because I've never really streamed before, so you know what I'm like. Alright, stream status is good. Okay, right. Let's get back to the actual stream then. I've got to do some other farthings I've got to put in. I've got different farthings. What's up, mate?
I do like how they explain the standard size of something like moon, small planet, planet, dwarf star, small star, star, and large star. Because that there's some of the levels of attack potency. So
Yeah.
like for small star level, it's VB10.
Yeah. Keep going.
Which is a dim red dwarf star. But how many joules of
How many what?
how many joules of energy could Anna emit? Why do I have to work this out?
I honestly can't answer that because I have not thought that far into it.
Or energy in tons of TNT equivalent.
Hmm.
And the high end to low end ratio as well. But I don't care about that last bit.
Fair.
So how many joules do you think Anna could punch with? Just herself.
How much is a regular punch?
10B human, 40 to 100 joules of energy.
I think she'd be around like a 50, 60 then, if that's normal.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Because she's not exactly the physically strongest character, is she, the way we're writing her? She's more power-based rather than, physical.
Yeah, she'll have her equipment is whatever she wants to make, which is, I know it sounds like OP hacks, but there is actually a little bit. I nerfed her power back in the good old days when I first started writing her character.
I remember when you first started writing her existence.
A while before the book, but essentially I had to nerf her power, part of it. A certain chunk of her power called it's just called foul-mentology. It's essentially the ontology of creating things from nothing.
Basically, it's like Green Lantern powers.
Foul-mentology got a big so essentially, back in the good old days, you could just make whatever the fuck you wanted. It depended on how good you were at the art of foul-mentologizing. So if you were like an incredibly gifted person, you could make basically whatever you want. If you were like Anna's level of dark cosmic god energy, hope and dreams, and her power of friendship, Anna could essentially make anything. Not on the same level as someone like John, whose ability is to create literally anything, even if it conceptually doesn't exist. So, for example, if for example John wanted to abuse his powers and destroy,
I think the easiest way to put it is that John can go off and pull off the sort of, how would we describe it? John can pull off the godlike move. Anna sort of just does the,
nearly godlike.
No, I wouldn't say nearly godlike. I'd go off and I want to give it something different.
Power, she hit nearly.
Yeah, full power. Yeah, but I'm thinking like we could probably call this sort of like sort of like Green Lantern sort of style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's like whatever you can conceive.
Yeah, here's the major note. Foul-mentology only happens if you have been in contact with the item that you want to make. So, for example, although for example, if you've never seen a bicycle in your life, well, never touched one in your life, but you know what one is, you can't make it because you've never actually met.
What if you've been
directly that reality?
Yeah, but what if you've been physically around it? What about
that? Yeah, if you're close to it, you can do it. But if you've never actually physically been near it, you can't make it. And
so she can't summon 3 copies of the Queen.
No, you can't. Foul-mentology doesn't work on humans.
I know.
Humans
I'm just memeing.
Humans aren't made of reality; they're made of something else. But no, essentially, the reason Anna's room is kept so light to herself.
God damn it! Hang on, I logged something wrong.
Because essentially, she gets all her own stuff rather than making it.
Yeah.
So they don't want to give her way too much training into making things, or else it's the case of. Yeah, the difference between like John and Anna and their summoning powers is John can go, well, if he wanted to abuse his powers and destroy something like the Eternal Darkness, he would literally come up with the idea of thing that can kill Eternal Darkness. You won't be able to perceive what it is.
It's like writing like an IOU to yourself.
Yeah, but essentially, if John wants to destroy anything, because he can't actually destroy it with his power.
Yeah,
he'd have to make something to destroy it. of course, conceptually, a human wouldn't be able to understand an abstract thing such as thing that would kill eternal darkness. So John can pretty much summon this thing you can't see to destroy something you can't understand.
And that's why he's a god.
Yeah. Whereas like Kang's ability is that he can destroy anything as long as he knows what it is, even if it's a concept, destroy that. Anna
Okay,
can do both.
I'm trying. Okay, Chinese Communist Party. It's not working, Troy.
No.
And I'm going to jail now.
Anna,
mate, I'm going to jail after that. Mate, see you in jail.
Anna has both. Essentially, Anna has both of these powers, but a much weaker version of both. She can destroy anything by tearing it to literal atoms, or like just turning it back into its respective reality particles, or she can take those reality particles and make something. Essentially, she turns energy into physical things, or turns physical things back into energy.
Yeah.
Things doesn't work on living things. And by living things, I mean not only just humans, pets, fucking trees. It doesn't work on trees. Or things that live.
So I've got two 1863s here. So I've got to save this because I've got a bunch of different coins now.
But yeah, if you're wondering how they keep Anna in her room, just in case things go wrong, is her whole room is coated in this bacterium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like it's actually more like a fungal infection of the whole room, which essentially the whole room
it's just Burger King foot fungus.
Her whole room and everything, her whole room, like all the walls, ceiling, and floor, is made out of living microorganisms. So she can't tear her room apart, essentially, because it would be attacking you. She'd be trying to tear apart a living being. And even like a very small micro layer of this stuff is able to stop her at this point. For example, one of the world's most powerful reality benders was once Kit was once knocked out by N7, attached to a tree, and then the tree grew. And then they grew this tree, and it's just this huge kind of world tree looking thing. And essentially, they're stored in there where they can't get out. N7 says one day he's going to burn that tree to the ground. But
he can't be bothered.
Until then, he's a little busy.
Yeah.
Also, the whole Night Watch Council have AI.
Nice.
The only reason they can use them is they have them in their headsets and they're powered by their immense
mental
power
energy
that they all have. Yeah, essentially, nuclear energy is about equal to N7's brain. So N7, of course, has his AI in his headset, which talks to him a lot because of the fact that he is literally powering.
Yeah.
And by headset, I mean it's a neural implant that they all have.
All right.
And it can read all their memories and basically see what they're thinking. So they'll chip in a lot.
So basically, they just power it with their minds.
Essentially. However, there are some exceptions in the Night Watch Council for who doesn't have one. So
I'm guessing N8 2, and 3 probably doesn't.
No, here we go. 1, 2, and 3 do. N1's is pretty much a carbon copy of him, mainly because he's accidentally managed to make an AI think exactly like him. So his AI, if it ever talks to you, it's just this very serious, kind of dry sounding guy who just really hates his job. 2's is very calm, collected, big fan of nature. 3's is Freeze is It's just a guy who enjoys the great outdoors.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're kind of a bit like although the Night Watch would appear really serious on the outside, except N7, who of course just is who he is. The rest of them, their like personalities are kind of stored in these AI instead, because the AI don't need to put on a different persona.
I get you.
Force is Scottish, very old. It's the oldest AI. It's one of the first one they made, and N4 kept it for himself because he made it.
Nice.
5 doesn't have one. The reason 5 doesn't have one is if he did, it would probably die. 5 is essentially a psyker.
Yeah.
From 40k. His mind is perfectly attuned to. Remember that multiverse thing I was talking about, which Anna communicates to people on?
Yes, I do recall.
It's made of energy. It's basically made of pure energy
ketamine.
because the gods use it and whatnot. 5 is perfectly attuned to that. And by that, I mean his mind is constantly screaming. It's also where demons like to go. Demons use it a lot.
That's nice.
So 5 is essentially fighting a one-man battle against all of demonkind.
You don't do that on the daily?
In his head. Essentially, in his head is a bunch of really powerful demon gods trying to get him to join them. Essentially, they offer N5.
You know what? My brain just pictured it so oddly. I picture like a bunch of like just like the American frat dudes.
Yeah.
I picture it's a bunch of American frat dudes going, "Yo, bro, come join us." That's just how my head pictures that. I'm sorry. That's retarded.
Essentially 5 is saving humanity, because of course if the demons ever manage to win and get him to transfer, it would be a pretty much easy loss, because they could just inhabit his body and infiltrate the Night Watch.
Yeah.
So essentially 5 is having to sit there and be all quiet and broody and whatnot, because if he ever slips, if he slips up once,
Lamau, your dimension's mine, thanks, bro.
Essentially, he dooms humanity, or at least he dooms Okarth. Depends how good Okarth are at trapping demon gods.
See, the stakes aren't even that high.
The stakes are high if Okarth fail, which is a good chance, because N5 with his magic powers, ancient knowledge, and now being controlled by a bunch of demonic gods who can summon demons.
It's low stakes.
Like never explained to him how high the stakes are, because there aren't any. 6 has one.
I like stakes.
6 has an AI. It's a pretty fun AI who enjoys pissing off people. It accidentally knows a lot of secrets for no reason other than the fact that 6 sits at his laptop so long that his AI has managed to essentially... It doesn't live in his head anymore. It lives in the Okarth databases.
Yeah.
It lives in the Okarth databases, basically gets 6 all of his information. 7, of course, has his apparently to him sounds like a posh British man trying to sell him tea and trying to buy spices from him. 7 has basically said
just
that
a normal British man.
He's got a Victorian English officer in his head.
How did that get there?
We know nothing. 8 has one, but she has it in a drone instead. This drone flies around her. It's essentially a little bit of a friend. It's her only friend. 9 has one, but 9 transferred all of his energy into a kind of like he's basically powers the AI, and the AI powers his exosuit.
So basically, it's just like an indirect battery charger.
Yep. 10. No one knows about 10.
10 just does what 10 does.
No, 10. N10. 10 essentially lives in a lab. He lives in a lab at Site 1/B, 1-B, and sits in his R&D thing by himself, and he never turns up to meetings. Instead, he sends a hologram.
Hey, you know what he's doing in that lab?
What?
He's just streaming Minecraft all day. Come on.
Yeah, he's essentially he's making a clone. He sent a hologram for now, but he's currently working on a clone of himself to ferry information between the Nightwatch Council and his lab.
I too have seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
The administrator kind of knows what 10's doing, but doesn't say anything because of if N5 is currently saving the universe from demonic gods, 10 is saving it from itself. There's apparently something happening in a parallel universe where the Okarth in this parallel universe are trying to get rid of a threat that will destroy their universe by sending it to another universe. If that makes sense.
I get you.
So 10 is essentially fighting another Okarth.
You know what though, right? Book-wise, we've got so much. We're going to do like a Star Wars thing. There's just so much lore that no one's ever going to hear.
Oh yeah, that's why we're going to make countless spin-offs.
Yeah, if we ever get around to writing.
But yeah, 10's job is essentially to bully this parallel universe Okarth into not sending this unstoppable threat.
Don't send
the universe, which
unstoppable threats. Thank you.
Fuck you. Okay. He essentially can't leave his lab because of the fact that if he leaves it, he can't keep this kind of barrier up.
So basically, he's a shut-in, but with a reason.
11 is apparently, according to Dr. Rhodes and the rest of the Site 20 staff, Alec's dad.
We don't know this for certain, but he's just Russian, so we all assume he is. A bit racist in the lab.
N11 is a Russian spy who defected years and years and years and years and years ago. Mm-hmm. If you know, the first seven Nightwatch members are from Merlin's order.
Yeah.
Everyone after that was kind of recruited afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, N11 was recruited during the Cold War.
Yeah.
No one knows how old he really is. He just says, I'm old. 12 is the oldest member. He's actually a very old member of the Nightwatch Council, but he's from... no one knows where he's from.
The Tim Wars.
He's called the Founder as well. People think he was there when, like, Trojan itself was founded. Like the Empire.
Yeah.
Which was thousands of years ago.
But no one has evidence, I presume?
No one has evidence. He has plenty. But...
Well, do you think he's going to share that?
Yeah, he does. With the rest of the Nightwatch Council, who all think he's bonkers.
Yeah.
So it's a case of like 12 basically. 12 is actually quite a vocal member of the Foundation.
I don't think we've written 12 in yet, have we?
No, 12's job. 12 was 12 is the only person to have ever walked into the administrator's office and walked out.
Nice.
They were in there a few hours. N7 said they were in there for 2 days straight and didn't come out, and 12 didn't come out until the third day, in which he just said, well, we came to an agreement. No one knows what they were talking about. Probably something very intense.
You know what it probably was?
Yeah.
They're probably just chatting about just like which R34 is better.
12 runs a lot of Okarth. He's essentially the administrator away from the administrator. Some have theorized that he's actually the administrator.
Can we make this canon, by the way? Just like
yes.
As not kind of note, right? Can we make it canon that just like all the Omega R34 that exists, whoever drew it was just executed?
Oh yes.
I want that canon.
Oh yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah,
because as far as I'm concerned, I want that canon because whoever drew that, I want to hang in real life. I swear to God. Unsee. That was not a funny search that we did. It was funny for a few seconds.
It was only funny because I pointed out Echo's dick.
Yes, that was the only funny part. Yeah.
Other than that,
but I'm just going to put this live stream is unlisted, but I actually do say dick quite a few times.
Yeah, but 12 is also theorized to be the administrator.
Yeah.
As a bit of a joke in the Nightwatch Council, that 12 is the administrator, and there is no one else in the administrator's office.
He just went in there, sat down for a bit, buggered off.
So yeah, people joke that 12 is the administrator, just joking around and not actually being in his office, which makes sense to some of the Nightwatch Council because he does everything. Like N12 was the guy that basically said that objects, especially like humanoids, were able to be rehabilitated and sent back into the public.
Yeah.
So there's someone like Anna, for example, who it could be quite easy to just explain everything to Anna about her powers, explain to her that, you know, and basically get.
It's like the puberty talk.
Yeah, so Anna could essentially, like we are going to do in the second book, go to school, do the normal thing,
not shoot up the school like Americans.
Like I think the reason I wanted it to be like in the second book, Anna goes to school, because that's normal. Anna has never been. It's a brand new experience. Anna has never interacted with anyone her own age, other than like other objects. And of course, the only.
I was literally just about to say, I'm pretty certain I wrote an entire segment where she was chatting with people her own age.
Yeah, but like normal people, I say normal people. She's going to a school for the gifted. And by gifted, I don't mean smart. I mean they have superpowers.
It's Superman's home planet. It's Krypton.
No, it's obviously Viltrum.
No. Then we've got racist warriors.
No, essentially Anna is going to a school. It's probably the most normal school that they can get sent to.
Yeah. But you know what I want to do, by the way? Like, so I'm looking at the coins.
Yeah.
We got to go metal detecting, right? If we ever get the chance. And we got to go do it on, like, the site of, like, an old church. Or, literally, just off the edge of the castle. Like, there's bound to be something around the edge of the castle, isn't there? What do you think? I'm just going to save this one. But yeah, that'll be a good trip. Also, I might actually be coming around next year if all things are cleared up, by the way. Troy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might come around next year if I get the chance. That'll be fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what are you looking at right now?
Yukari Yakumo from Toho, because I'm bored and I want to look at the most powerful gap.
Why are you looking at hentai?
I'm not looking at hentai, although I could. Yukari's got plenty.
I'm here.
She's a Hax power yokai.
What's that?
Essentially, her ability is... what was it listed as? Ability is manipulation of all boundaries, including conceptuals.
So she can go off and manipulate consent?
No, conceptuals.
Consent?
Yeah, bound. Essentially, her power, she can open vaginas in space.
Okay, that's cool. God damn it, I forgot. I've got so many crowns. I need to go log these crowns. Hang on.
She also has like the ability to create supercomputers. She made a...
Yeah, I'm back.
She essentially made a...
Hang on, I gotta go back.
Fox lady.
Actually, no, I don't need to go back. I need to scroll up. Oh, thank God it wasn't that far. Because, you know, I've got like that Victoria crown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid that I scrolled past the 1989 Victoria Crown, but luckily it's not too far up. 1989, just a regular crown. Is it an overdate? Nope. It's just a normal crown. Alright, 1989. Go on, get saved. Very fine. There we go.
Oh, well, every single one of the admins on Aurelian Star Circle are on right now. No one's offline. That's the first.
Yeah. You know, I'm probably going to finish logging these ones. I'm going to stop the stream for a bit and then just go get a glass of water and, you know, we'll just keep chatting shit.
Yeah.
See my version of the coin. Let's just see mine here. Hang on. Yeah, mine's got the beautiful engraved edge there. Alright, I'm back. I'm listening. Sorry, my brain's had to go, like, check this coin to make sure it's the correct one.
But, oh yeah, there's also an N13. Who is, well, not really a member of the Night Watch Council. But essentially, N13 is this random teenager they found.
Just kidnapped a teenager, didn't we?
Yeah. They essentially kidnapped this teenager, wiped every single one of memories, and put a whole new personality in their head.
You don't.
The simple reason
you don't do that.
What?
You don't do that.
Not usually. So essentially, the Night Watch needed someone to become Night Watch Council Member 13, because when you've got 12 people, you can have votes that
equal.
You
can have like a hung jury.
So essentially, N13 is the tiebreaker.
Okay,
N13 also has a very special role in the Foundation, one that none of the rest of the Night Watch Council know. Nobody in OCAF knows, not even the administrator. Well, the administrator does kind of know, but it was actually set up by a group of expendables. Yes, the most intricate.
The expendables.
E-class.
Pog?
So basically, the E-class had to come up with an idea. They realized very quickly that their jobs were to die.
I too have played Minecraft.
Their jobs were to die horrifically. Or go into like horrific objects, you know, like places of interest or whatever.
Yeah.
Scout them out or be dragged into alternate dimensions or fed to demonic beasts or torn limb from limb by dangerous plants. Walk into a forest and never come out the other side. You get what I mean.
The usual stuff.
But one day an expendable broke the rules. They went into a forest located on a planet where there was this anomaly that they found with this forest. They went in and came out. No one else had done that. Several well-trained OCOF agents went in, didn't come out. Drones went in, didn't come out. This one expendable did. And what he found out after coming out of this forest was bizarre.
What did you
He
find?
essentially he went into the forest. He had a camera on him. He smuggled a camera. He got a defector in a junior researcher defector to smuggle him this camera.
Canon,
so essentially he could
Canon, it was Cresswell.
What? So essentially he could record everything that's happening in OCAF and basically like whistle blow. but he got sent into this alternate reality, and essentially he mounted this little GoPro.
Oh, someone else just joined the stream. Hi there. Nice to see you. All right, let's keep going.
But essentially, he attaches this GoPro to his jumpsuit. He walks into this forest, and he walked in there a man with nothing left. He had nothing to lose, nothing to gain from this. He just went in and expected to be dragged to a horrible, hellish dimension.
Just the usual.
Turns out this forest turns your life around.
Ah.
So when an agent goes, so like when good people go in, they die. When bad people go in, your life is changed. And he goes in, and the first thing that happens is he realizes in this beautiful suburb area, on this beautiful Arcadia-like planet, and he realizes he stood outside a home and a woman walks up. By the way, no one in this universe has a face. There's like a blank kind of layer of skin. And this woman calls out, is his wife. He's got 3 beautiful children. He's got a really nice car. He's got a nice job. And essentially, he lives a whole life out in an hour.
Jesus.
He lives his perfect life out in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And when he comes out of this life after he dies in this alternate dimension, he comes out alive on the other side of the forest.
And that's how he broke the rules. He survived and had a camera.
He had a camera, survived this thing that no one else had, and suddenly realized he had a lot more knowledge about Okar. Because in this alternate dimension, Okar still existed. Because that's where he worked.
Yeah.
As a Night Watch Council member.
Bruh.
Specifically, Night Watch Council member number 13, who exists, by the way, at this point as a captured teenager. But this guy has that role. And because N13 still has the same job, it is essentially find a way to save humanity by abusing alternate realities.
I like abuse.
Essentially, this expendable has the same knowledge as the real N13. And it's this plan. And it's the knowledge that the current galaxy they're in is going to be reset. Everything's going to die. And they prophesied all death is coming for them and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And N13's job is essentially to disappear from the Foundation, use every object that links to a separate universe or an alternate reality or whatever, and see if they are suitable to move the perfect people from the surviving human race into. Or, if he's very sneaky, move everyone to this perfect alternate universe.
Yeah.
And this E-Class and this expendable also knows about it.
So he gets glocked at the end.
No. So essentially he rallies
He rallies a bunch of people up.
Yeah, 1 second.
Alright. Your mic's just died.
Oh, it's a... No, Erwin. Right. Why was that? The transition was perfect. F1 Grand Prix. The guy that was managing the TV decided in this very intense moment had to cut this random moment of Lance Stroll hitting this barrier. Oh, I'm back.
I heard.
I am snapping his fingers on over. Yeah, so
mate, let's only pause. I am triggered. I just saw all the 10 pence British coins. I want them. Troy, get me my 10 pence British coins, the letter coins.
No.
Troy, anyway. go shoot up your old workplace and get me those coins, Troy.
No. But
what if I say please?
So basically, the real N13, And you know the Spider-Man beam when they're pointing at each other?
Yeah.
That happens in that hour. Because N13, the real N13 also jumped into this same dimension for a different way. Of course, the expendable goes in through the forest. N13 is allowed to just dimension hop at this point to find the perfect one.
Mm.
So N13 has seen like the end of humanity several hundred times. And he transported himself to realms where humanity is dead. And been like the only surviving person in the whole universe. He's gone to places where all death has just rode through and killed everything. Hey, get out of my fucking cupboard.
What's he stealing?
Get hold up, he's in my cupboard playing the Witcher 3 soundtrack. 1 second. I have it's like a slight walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah. Like one of those like big in the wall ones, right?
Yeah, so he was in there playing part of the Witcher 3 soundtrack.
Nice.
But so basically, there was this little moment where fake N13 and real N13 pointed at each other. And N13 explains, "Do you know what I'm doing?" And the expendable goes, "Oh, yes, I'm you." And he says, "But do you think humanity could live here?" He said, "No, it's too good. You notice that nothing is going wrong." It's like humanity must also know that there is not always good. And they go, "Well, okay, so this is awkward. Now we're kind of just waiting, aren't we?" So essentially, N13 gives him an offer he can't refuse. Help him. He's not allowed to say every day. At the end of every day, the expendable is to return to his cell and act like an expendable. But every now and again, N13 will allow him to leave. He'll call this specific expendable out for a mission. That mission will be the same mission that he's on. So essentially, he will allow this expendable basically free passage to separate dimensions to allow him, because it's like 2 better than 1. So this expendable has essentially become N14.
Fair enough.
So there's because N13 isn't even a real Nightwatch Council member. He's only there to kind of vote if there's been a thing, like a hung jury thing.
Yeah.
It's a hung vote thing. Essentially, he don't turn up. No, I'm pretty sure that in an extended thing, N2 says he hasn't seen N13 in 100 and something years. We've not had a hung vote in 100 and something years. Very simple. We don't all get together. We make sure we don't have to get together and make a vote that requires all 12 members of the council to be there at once.
Yeah.
And usually if it's something as intense as that, they won't go to N13. They'll go to the administrator.
Bruh.
So there has never been a vote that requires N13. So essentially, poor old N13 just does his job without anyone knowing what he's doing. The Nightwatch Council believe he's on some kind of mission, but they don't know what the mission is. They don't even know it's this dimension finding mission. They just think it's a long mission.
All right.
But yeah, this expendable essentially now has near like demigod powers from where he's been and what he's done.
Yeah.
He's also a little bit scarred since he has accidentally, well, I say accidentally, he transported himself to a dimension where humanity was enslaved to a bunch of fucked up people. And essentially was only allowed to escape because anyone who touched him turned to dust.
That's fair. Oh, hi, Chris. Chris is in the chat now. Hi, Chris. Sorry, I didn't see you there for a second, mate. Yes, saving all my coins to the Numista right now. Just having a chat with Troy about basically some lore for our book series. Yeah. Alright, Troy, mate. If you can check the stream in a sec, it'll pop up. But this coin that I just put in, the you'll see it here, the $1. This one here, this trade dollar, it's got a 94 rarity on Numista. Like, no one has this coin on Numista, so that's pretty cool. It's a little bit of exopneumonia. That's cool. 100 meaning a rare coin, and 0 meaning common. This one's pretty rare amongst Numista people, then. That's pretty cool. It's like this coloured little coin that I've got. If you check up on the image, it's pretty cool.
94, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, just wait till I scroll up on the image. So I'm not sure where the stream is. Sorry.
Oh, you're looking at the Numista rarity index right now.
Yeah. Just wait till I scroll up. Yeah, you can see it now. Well, I finished with this box of UK. I think I'm now going to move on to another group, or I might end the stream soon. So any suggestions which group of coins I should do next? I've currently done a bunch of random overseas territories or ex-overseas territories and old British coins.
Have you done all your Chinese ones then?
No, because I'll have to sit here logging every single year for Hong Kong. I can't be bothered right now. Should I do America? Canada?
Yeah, go America.
America. All right, I'll do some American ones. Chris might like this, actually. He says, yeah. Oh. Alrighty, I'm nearly back. Alright, I'm back. Time to put some, just US coins in then. Hey, Troy. Troy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You know what the funniest thing about US currency is, right?
Yeah.
In lots of them, the only differences are in like the bloody mint marks. So I have to go up and sit here and look very closely at them so I know which one I've got.
Oh good God, why is Genshin on the fucking Epic Games Store?
Oh God, is it?
I don't know why we all take the piss out of the Epic Games Store when they essentially give us games for free.
Because it's Epic Games Store, that's why it's cringe.
I understand people think it, but genuinely,
it's not as bad as we make it sound. It's just
everyone makes it sound bad just because we're now Fortnite. But no, it is genuinely like it takes half as much as a cut than Steam. I think it's just a little. It's probably about. It's a very small amount compared. I think Steam takes a 30% cut on all sales.
I think it's about 30%. Yeah.
I think Epic takes about 11, which is I think that is the least they can take as a company. Valve could take 9% and still work. Perfectly. Fucking the Apple could take a 9% cut out of every sale, and they'd still function perfect. Epic needs to take 11 because they're smaller than Apple and fucking Valve and whatnot.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, though, I just run on Steam constantly. That's all I use. Like, it's not like because I've got something against Epic Games Store. It's just because I can't be asked to have that many accounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I'm just lazy. No other reason, really. I'm just lazy. All right, now go look at the American set. They got so many new scents. I kind of want a bunch of those. But I've got a look at the old ones here, which is all I've got. I've got a bunch of the older United States cent coins. All right, starting off strong, we got 1969.
That's a good place to start.
Let me actually find where the coin section is for 1969. I can't find it. There we go. All right. Alright, so I've got the standard 1969. Alright, what mint mark? Denver. 1969 Denver. Found it. This is going to take a while.
Yeah, if you're wondering, NA and her personality is that she's often seen as kind of a special case among the Night Watch.
Why so?
Well, you know how the first 7 were recruited directly from Merlin's order?
Yeah.
Well, the first 6 were. The 7th was found during Merlin's travels. 8 had nothing to do with Merlin, but had something to do with Arthur instead.
Ah, an old sling, I see.
Essentially, is what you'd think. But NA doesn't even know what she was originally.
Yeah.
All she remembers is that she, for as long as she can remember, she was just too smart.
Yeah.
And this often made her like the attack of, well, basically the target of abuse, because she was very well educated in a society that didn't like educated women. It wasn't on Earth. It was a completely different planet. But
Space America.
Essentially, yeah. No, it was what do I call it? Yeah, she's from a place called Truman 6.
All right.
Which is basically this planet that essentially over everything else it was a male orientated society of superpowered individuals.
Yeah.
But women are often seen as, well, your superpower is obviously a mutation. It's nothing special. So women were only there because if they had a superpower, it was essentially, oh, well, for fuck to them.
Well, it's a woman.
With superpower. Yeah. So, and there was this whole... Basically, John was a very good person when it came to conquering. So he found Truman 6 very quickly.
Yeah.
And the Trojan fleet essentially landed. John walks out of... Well, it wasn't John, it was...
Wouldn't Kang have gone out?
One of his generals.
Or was Kang not involved in this? Or was he already dead?
Kang is still in the underworld.
Oh, okay, so he's still in hell.
It.
That's fun.
He's making it. Kang made hell.
Canon.
Although he can't create things. Although Kang can't create things, instead what he did was he made a whole different plane of reality. And then destroyed
I think you'd say John made a whole plane of reality, and then he just went in and went,
yeah.
No. Delete.
Basically destroyed it by turning it inside out.
Oh, that's
so essentially,
fun.
This normal reality was instead changed into this reality of nothing, of very little. And essentially, Kang, although Kang couldn't create things like John could on a snap of a finger,
yeah,
Kang could instead still use his god powers and his thaumaturgy essentially to create things. He basically used his god powers. It wasn't like John's ability as a god to create things. It was just Kang's overwhelming energy to create things. Although it wasn't the most beautiful looking things, Kang could in fact create planets. He could in fact create stars. Because remember, stars are made of exploding things. So essentially, Kang was just blowing up things and creating heat sources, and then hastily putting them back together to form stars and whatnot.
9/11 Part 3.
However, because he didn't need...
I'll give you a second. Hang on. Give you 2 seconds. This is...
Yep.
the buffalo. I've got the buffalo coin, the American buffalo coin that everyone collects. I got one of those. All right, what year is that? 1925, I think that says. Yeah, 1925. Is there a mint mark? Even if there wasn't, we'll be able to tell it's too messy. I'll just get a regular. Yeah. Alright, continue. Sorry, I just had to go put that one in.
Oh, so. Oh yeah, Kang essentially just destroyed most of this universe he was given, and took all that destroyed matter and just did what John was doing essentially, and just compressing it. He wasn't doing it as well as John.
It works.
In the same way that John created a hammer that could destroy anything. Yeah. So he could just destroy something like matter and then reforge it. Because their powers were dwindling the more they used them.
Mm.
So essentially, their powers nearly went back to overlapping each other. So they were pretty much just decent at everything. So yeah, Kang is very busy at this point, and John is quite busy at this point, leading the main charge. So this is just one of the Empire's many vessels that finds this planet.
Yeah.
And the general steps off the ship. He's followed by his female admiral.
Woman.
And this whole planet is like, why is she wearing a uniform? And he's like, well, she's my admiral.
Woman. Admiral.
No, this admiral is quite famous in the Trojan.
I know, I'm taking the piss because the way that you described the planet earlier.
Yeah, essentially that is their reaction. But the reason she was the admiral is not because of her looks or her past or anything. It was essentially because her ship. She was a captain of a space navy cruiser, which was knocked out by an enemy EMP.
Yeah.
Her only last thing was to manually jettison her escape pod. She filled it with her best soldiers and herself, crashed the escape pod through the hangar of an opposing enemy ship. Single-handedly fought her way through this enemy ship, captured it, and turned it upon all of her enemies.
Nice.
She was awarded the highest order, all the highest medals, and given essentially her own fleet on the spot by John.
You know, I have to say, by the way, right? The amount of backstory that we have come up with for all these characters, but we still just can't be bothered to write.
Yeah.
Like, we are the laziest human beings on the planet.
I'm on holiday. I kind of want to take my break making new stuff and just focus on the old stuff.
No break. Just writing.
No, essentially, this admiral turns up.
Troy, your holiday's not real.
What?
Your holiday's not real.
Yeah, I know. But this admiral turns up. He's like, well, I took on an enemy fleet single-handedly. And it's like, well, obviously you were helped. I said, yeah, I was helped. A bunch of really badass individuals.
Jesus, right, hang on, Troy.
Yeah.
I got a coin here, but its mint mark is so hard to see.
What are you trying to read?
Oh, I've got to send you a photo, mate. It's so small. Like, it's not even the fact that it's small, it's you just can't tell what it's meant to be. You know what I mean? I presume it's probably a D, right? But it's just so hard to see what it is. Alright, I just took 2 photos here. I'm going to send them to you on the Discord quick.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just going to send them to you now. But you got any ideas what that is? Like, you know...
Well, what am I looking for?
Hang on. I was asking someone else as well. Oh, you see underneath his neck, right?
It says "In God We Trust."
No, the other side, next to the
1970.
yeah. Because like I'm not sure if those are initials or if that's meant to be a mint mark.
Well, right, like next to 1970.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure if that's just like the initials for like the artist or the engraver, sorry, or what. Because I really don't believe I have a 1970 without mint mark San Francisco ultra rare coin.
I
Okay,
think that
someone
little
says here.
like
Someone says here that like if it's without a mint mark, it's Philadelphia. All right, brilliant. Thank you, internet. Yeah, because I'm just logging things in Numista right now. Yeah.
yeah, essentially this planet of Truman 6. The High General and the Admiral essentially explain to this very backwards thinking race of people.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Hang on.
Yeah, we are.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me just go thank Let's go thank a guy. Thank you, Blue is the color, for telling me that. I genuinely had no idea. Thanks a lot, mate. All right, just thought it'd be polite to go off and do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, you continue.
But yeah, essentially they had to explain to them we are the most powerful empire in the galaxy, and we are perfectly fine of letting women in charge, and they have their place in society, and it isn't where you're putting them, kind of thing.
Hmm.
And everyone in Truman's would say, no, you are completely wrong. And essentially, the High General went, if my admiral can pin you right here, right now, you are an idiot, bigot, sexist,
Yo,
and you will give up.
I got it. This is how we win the Twitter mob and how we get Twitter on the side of the book. We include strong female chapter with her backstory. Canon must be written. We gotta get that Twitter on our side. To be fair, do I have that like a short flashback though at being serious?
Yeah, honestly, this admiral could turn up. I'm saying this admiral's going to turn up anyway.
It's going to be N8, I presume.
What?
I presume we're going to turn it into N8, or...
No, NA was essentially one of the resistance fighters on this planet fighting for women's rights. But rather than taking to the streets with, banners and signs above the head, because that would just be seen as stupid and you'd just be sent home.
She's come up with an AK-47, hasn't she?
Yeah, essentially she's had to lead this underground resistance movement. And essentially they were they were in the crowd watching essentially this wrestling about to go down. And this female admiral, does a few stretches, takes off her coat, and just batters this guy.
Just nay-nays him?
But essentially what she was supposed to do was just pin this guy just to show him. But she ended up going nearly a little bit too far.
Nearly.
And essentially
she didn't actually go too far, only nearly too far.
Nearly killed him.
Only nearly.
She straight up word, think, Prime Minister, think.
Stealing that from Invincible, I see. Okay, canon theft is allowed. Then again, this universe is just Star Wars on a budget.
Yeah, but no, essentially, she beat this guy within an inch of his life and said, nice one.
Nice cock, bro.
Then again, she was the badass who, with a very small squad of essentially Navy guys, took on a whole ship full of very angry alien warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But
I got to add something to my group chat again. Hang on.
Yep.
Yeah, let's ask them.
Alright, cool.
Let's ask them. Is a quarter with a P mint mark? Yeah, the 1974 one on Numista, because I've got a 1972 and 1974, both with the P mint mark, but oh, sorry, one's got a P, one's got a D. Actually, no, they're both Ds. They're just really ugly. Never mind, I'm stupid. All right, continue, Troy.
Alright, Cole, you actually pissed me off with that video. That one with the Garan.
I've not looked at his videos yet for the pure fact called I'm streaming.
It's in memes and propaganda. It lasts for about a second. It's just called how to piss someone off. You know the Garan ping?
Yeah.
Essentially, it's a bloke reloading a Garan, but there is no ping.
Bruh. Imagine loading your Garand without pinging it.
It's just a click. It's just like a click.
It
just clicks up, but there's no ping.
So it's just like
it's a bit before.
So it's got not even a ching.
No.
Bruh. Whoever did that should be castrated.
Shall we ban Cole?
Banning Tom, let's go. Banning the server mod. Let's go, boys.
Revolution of our time.
No, don't say that. I'll get arrested, please.
Oh no, sure.
Right. I'll see you in a concentration camp. See you soon, bro.
See. I'll come bust you out, don't worry.
Alright. Thanks, mate.
Essentially the Prime Minister's lackey.
Bring snacks.
The ruling circle of guys on Truman 6 were like, yeah, that doesn't prove anything. You just beat a guy up.
I'll do it again.
Yeah. The Admiral was like, it's not what I just did. That's important. It's what it shows. It's important. And she walks off, puts her coat back on, goes back to her ship. You know, this incredibly large,
bourgeoisie ship.
One of the largest and most powerful vessels that Trojan could provide her.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
My brain needs to turn on right now. I've got to do the states. Because I've got like the state quarters, which I really want to finish, right? But I need to do the states now, all right?
Yeah.
So what I've got now is I've got the New Jersey quarter. All right. That is the P mid-marks. That's Philadelphia. Okay. Sorry, this one I have to concentrate because I need to make sure I don't run over one of the states by accident. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, take the stream. That you'll just see my suffering.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm looking for any of these. Okay. Oh, South Carolina. I have that one. South Carolina. That one there is a P mint mark as well. Both Philadelphia so far. Okay. Now we're looking for... What else do we have? Virginia. I've got Virginia. Wait, the Virginia one's super cool. It's like a bunch of ships, mate. Just take a look when it goes past on the stream.
Hmm?
When it goes past on the stream, take a look at the ships on the Virginia state one.
And it's like loads behind.
Yeah, I know. I'll figure out how to deal with it later, but yeah. That's that. It's just a nice little ship with Jamestown on it. Alright, now we're looking for North Carolina. Do I have that one? Yes, I do. North Carolina, that's a D. A big fat D. Alright, that should be an extra fine. Now we've got Rhode Island, Louisiana, California, and Kentucky left. Wait, what's the rarity index on that? Oh, a 4. Okay, I thought it said 94. I was so confused. I was like, why? How? Because a lot of people on this website are Americans, so I'd assume they all, you know, have a lot of these. Alright. This is Rhode Island D. D for dummy thick. Louisiana, California, Kentucky. Kentucky. P. But you know, Chris, he showed me like the Wisconsin one, and I really want it. It's just a cow and some cheese. Like the Wisconsin quarter state. It's just like, search it on Google, mate. Or if I come across it, I'll show you, right? It's just a cow and some cheese. It's amazing. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh yes, Louisiana. I've got you. Last one's California. D. Alright, Troy. Troy, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just watching something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, just keep your eye on here. I want to see if I can find the Wisconsin one. No, I was going to search it. Screw it. Oh, there it is. Look, do you see it? It's just a cow and some cheese. Just wait for your stream to, like, catch up, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going to wait.
So my mouse is circling as of current. I really want that one. What's the California one's right there? Look at that.
Yeah, I see the Wisconsin one.
Mate, that is so cool. I just want that. You know what I mean? It's just like a cow with some cheese.
Jesus Christ.
It's not as good as like there's a US stamp that I really want, right? Where it just says retarded children can be helped. I just want that stamp so badly. There's no reason to want it besides it's just so bad in like the modern sense that I want it. But yeah, alright, back to Anna. Because I've now finished logging those in. Troy? Troy, you here?
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah.
Let's go back to some Anna about like the usually like basically she beat him up and then blah blah blah. Continue.
N8 at this point, just some young girl with a dream and an assault rifle.
Young girl with a dream and an assault rifle in a school.
Takes a very famous picture of essentially this admiral standing over this prime minister. And essentially this becomes a brand new banner for this resistance. A few years pass and this admiral hears whispers and rumors about that planet and people remembering it. And then this new news story comes out of a resistance fighter who was captured.
Yeah.
And that picture of her is circulated. And essentially the admiral thinks, well, you know what? I've got an idea. She's scheduled to be executed for crimes against basically treason.
Yeah.
Alongside a bunch of her resistance members. The admiral turns upon the planet, takes like an entire Trojan fleet to this planet, and sends a very simple message. Call off the execution, or I'm not going to call off mine.
Nice.
And the Prime Minister looks up at the sky and sees essentially a bunch of Trojan spaceships, hovering in low orbit.
Yeah.
He says, well, if you shoot now, you're going to kill them all. He says, well, yeah, we don't want to do that.
We don't. Essentially, but we could.
They don't agree to call it off. The Prime Minister said, no, we're going to do it. So the Admiral flies down on her shuttle, brings a whole squad of Death Troopers with her.
Have we got to change that name?
No. Well, essentially, they're state troopers wearing dark armor and wielding flamethrowers.
Hang on. What does that sound like?
No, they all have shotguns and flamethrowers and jetpacks and all sorts of cool stuff. Essentially, they're a death squad, not like a Not like death. It's just a death squad, a Trojan death squad.
So it's like the Daleks. You got the SS Daleks basically.
Yeah. So there's these hyper armored soldiers, and the admiral comes down on a shuttle with a bunch of these. And I said, "Well, here's my execution." And these five, like
Giga Chads.
Giga Chads start absolutely tearing the planet apart. Well, they tore apart like the upper class. They throw their weapons. They throw weapons back to the resistance, and essentially, this
feeling bad for that one upper class guy that supports the revolution. He's just getting chadded.
Yeah. Essentially, this Trojan admiral waged war against the whole planet. It wasn't Trojan versus planet. It was just this admiral. Like if you looked it up on the Trojan version of Wikipedia, you just see like leaders, and it's just like this admiral, her like second in command, and the field marshal is in charge of the troops. So yeah, these five like dark armored guys are eventually backed up with a whole army, and the planet surrenders in a day. The army lands, and then they surrender, and the army goes back to the ships.
Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah, nah, I'm not going to question it. Sorry, is there something about my coin? I'm just not going to question it. I'm just going to select this one and be happy with it. Not my problem. Don't want to think about it. All right, continue.
But essentially, the admiral notices that there's this young woman who led the revolution for all those years. Essentially asks, you fought, you fought for what you believed in here, but now that's gone, what do you have to fight for? She said, well, yeah, good point. What do I have to actually fight for?
Do you want to go blow up some stuff in space?
And the admiral went, do you want to fight for us?
We pay you in cookies.
Yeah. So essentially, this revolutionary group joined the Trojan army, or at least the Trojan naval army, the TNA, as this highly specialized group of guerrilla fighters whose primary jobs are infiltration and messing with supply lines and urban warfare and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're given proper military training, better gear, but they kept the like iconic kind of workers' clothes.
But I'm presuming they have bullet, well, not bullet, but like bullet and plasma-proof vests.
Essentially, one of the members was very well known for her bulletproof corset.
Kinky, I'm in.
But yeah, essentially they wore bits of body armor under their normal clothes.
Yeah.
Not on top, because what they wore was kind of like this simple to them. And they became this like highly specialized group of fighters. And essentially they were an Okarth agent who was fighting alongside them during a battle against a demon incursion. Because, of course, Okarth would be called out to something as intense as this.
Yeah.
An Okarth would called out. Standard Okarth procedure is, if the demon incursion is super large, so it's like planetary, all normal soldiers are either to be, if they're considered useful, their minds are to be wiped. A full evaluation is to be done on them in case they've been infected with some kind of demonic presence or illness or whatever. And if so, they're to be treated for that and then released back into the military. If they're seen to be nothing but cannon fodder, and there is no reason for them to be spared because they're just expendable troops, they're to be killed. To basically stop a demon infestation of people. Essentially, the specialist partisan group is noted, and when Okarth is about to kill them all, he's like, well, actually, no. These guys are an elite group. They're irreplaceable. And Okarth is like, well, what do we do then? Well, we have to take them in. And Okarth essentially hired this group after they mind wiped and did everything about them. And instead of fighting for the Trojan naval army, They instead were a specialist mobile task force that
You know,
did exactly the same thing they
that
did in
sounds
the army.
proper OCOF there. Just mind wipe them.
Yeah. So they got mind wiped and integrated as a specialist task force of OCOF.
Yeah. Let me go.
And eventually their leader, who is N8.
Troll, give me a sec.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to get one more box of coins. Because I think we should end this stream soon, because it is getting quite late. Actually, you know what? You keep talking, alright? I'm going to get a glass of water.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, I think we do need to end the stream soon, because it is getting quite late. So, actually, you know what?
Yes.
Let's just finish this part. Let's just finish this part of the lore here. Like the part you're talking about N8, and then we'll end it. I'll get a drink, and then we'll just chat for a bit by ourselves. What do you think?
Yeah,
right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you just finish this part. I'm listening, don't worry. I'm here.
So, N8 is then... They continue doing missions for OCOF. Their specialties, of course, lie where they were originally, with this kind of infiltration and this escape and evasion tactics. And basically, they're not just given normal army training now, but they're given the best training you can get. And eventually, they are deployed as the original N7's specialist group, or one of them. He has about 5 that he owns. And N7 eventually gives off this group to N5, and N5 thinks he doesn't need the group, so he gives them to N1, and they're passed around the Night Watch Council as this kind of group of the best, basically.
Yeah.
However, all this time, N8 has seemed to be this almost having some kind of special ability. Like I said, the people in Truman 6 did have special abilities. They were blessed by the god. So they do have the ability to have powers. And although most of her group didn't show any signs of having them, she did. N8 did. So after being passed around the Night Watch Council, they came to a decision, because they'd all seen her abilities. They came to this kind of conclusion that we have an idea. And the first 6, of course, were recruited by Merlin. So they go, well, how did Merlin indoctrinate us? And they said, well, he gave us magical powers. 7 was like, well, he picked me off of the streets after I killed a bunch of people.
Only a bunch?
Yes. And they said, well, surely if Merlin could do it, and we've got the same power now. So they essentially take N8 from her group, mind wipe her again, and then put a whole new... They basically take all of her memories and knowledge and reset it.
Yeah.
And then they take all the knowledge to the Night Watch Council, feed it her basically through a machine that connects to the mind, give her a fraction of Merlin's power, which they keep in a jar, and say, congratulations, you are now Night Watch Council member number 8. This was a big risk by...
I figured it would be a big risk, yeah.
It was a big risk by Night Watch to do this, because it was a case of, well, what's she going to do? Turns out that she is the Night Watch Council member in charge of mobile task forces and finding and scouting for more members for MTF and STF, and of course now OCTs.
Yeah, the ones that I retroactively added in because I thought they'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's what she does. Her job is basically to manage all mobile task force activity, because that's what she was in originally.
Yeah.
Her story is kind of similar to N9's, but N9 was more of kind of like, was it N9? Actually, I've got a list here on my phone.
Yeah, no, we do, but yeah, we should probably wrap this up,
is
mate.
kind of the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's let's just like for now wrap this up, all right? Because I'm getting thirsty.
Also,
N8 as well.
And also, of course, we've seen that we have researcher Miguel, who is the ethics department or the Inquisition.
He's our
N8
HR.
is also N8 is also the N8 in charge of the ethics division.
There's also Darvran there as well, just a reminder.
Yeah, but remember, he's less ethics and Inquisition and more just like everything that you need to be in terms to be royal advisor.
Yeah. Right, well, this is where we'll be ending the stream. Thank you guys for all watching. There's actually an extra person here, not just us two. So, yeah.
Who dis?
Not a clue. Alright. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a good stream. Just logged a bunch of coins. I'm probably going to do another one soon when I get a few more coins to log in, which I have a lot of. I've just not been bothered to put them in yet. There's also like notes and other stuff as well. But yeah, all right. Have a good day, everyone, and yeah, have a good night.
Aye.